If you've been trying to manifest money, but it still feels hard or inconsistent, this might be what's missing. Hi, mamas. Welcome back or welcome in. Take a seat, get cozy, grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and your favorite blanket, and let's chat. If you're new here, I'm Kaylee. I'm a stay at home mom, digital creator, and entrepreneur. I'm on a mission to heal my relationship with money, live in alignment, and create overflow, not just in my finances, but in all areas of my life. My mission is to also help other moms heal their money story and generate wealth from home. Right now, I am doing a $5,000 in 60 days challenge, and you'll get a full week 2 recap at the end of this video. So stick around, you're going to want to know what's going on. You can find my week 1 recap linked in the description below. But first, let me take you behind the scenes of how I've been using ChatGPT to help me manifest money and how it's actually working. So if you've ever felt like getting money is actually hard, or no matter how much you try, there's just never enough, this one's for you. Let me give you a little bit of background first. My money story was rooted deep, deep in scarcity. There was never enough. And when we did get a chunk of money, it was gone as quickly as it came. I believed that you had to work long, exhausting hours just to barely get by. And if you weren't struggling, then you probably weren't doing it right. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Let me know in the comments if it does. So, because of all that, when I first started trying to manifest money, I felt like I was doing it wrong. I'd say the affirmations, I'd write things down in my journal, but underneath it all, I still felt broke and anxious on the inside. Like money was just out there somehow, but never near me, never within reach for me. So one day I had this moment. I was exhausted and I just wanted to get takeout. I wanted to eat out without feeling guilty about spending the money that we had, because I was spiraling. I was like, I want to eat out, but we shouldn't do that. I should just make what we have. I need to just cook. I don't need to be spending money like that. I was spiraling. I literally felt so guilty about getting takeout. So I popped into ChatGPT and I said, how can I reframe this moment, and told it what was going on so I don't feel like I'm self-sabotaging myself. And the response, I felt like I was getting coached from my higher self. It helped me shift my money story in real time. I worked through the fear and ate my meal in pure gratitude rather than feeling guilty like I was hurting my family with this meal. And after that, anytime I started feeling fear or lack when I wanted to spend money, I would create a prompt for ChatGPT to walk me through it, like a spiritual money mindset coach. Since then, I've noticed ease in other places, like less fear at the grocery store. I feel safe buying food, which may not be your story, but it was for me. And random things would happen, like a surprise lunch being paid for, $100 that came out of nowhere to me, and another $300 extra that came to my husband. That's $400 total we've manifested since starting this challenge, and we're just wrapping up week 2. Money isn't just about math, it's about belief too. Here's what I've realized. If you don't feel worthy receiving money, it's almost impossible to allow it in, even when it's right there. I had to start healing that belief, not by forcing it, but by asking better questions. And that's what these ChatGPT prompts help me do. So I turned those exact prompts into a freebie download just for you. It is 5 ChatGPT prompts to help heal your money story. You can grab that in the description. It's totally and completely free, and it's the exact energy shift that helped me feel safe receiving money again. So we had some technical difficulties, and my video cut off when I was in the middle of talking about this freebie, and I had no idea until the end. But we're back, and let's get back into it. As I was saying, this ChatGPT prompt freebie is linked below. I made it for the version of me who needed it most, and maybe that's you too. Full disclosure, the prompts do mention the word spiritual. You'll be asking ChatGPT to act as a spiritual mindset, trauma informed coach. In these instances, spiritual is more of a witchy, woo woo, higher self, spirit guides, overflow, alignment word rather than a religious word. However, if you would like to incorporate your faith into the prompt, you most certainly can adapt them to whatever lifestyle that you are living or that you have. Let's dive into my week 2 5K in 60 days challenge. As I mentioned earlier, my husband and I have manifested $400 so far in week 2. I have changed this challenge a bit since starting it. At first, it was manifesting this challenge from my digital product sales, from YouTube, and from TikTok. And now it's just my husband and I are manifesting 5K in 60 days. And then I'm just totaling up all the numbers of money that we get outside of his normal 9 to 5 job. I modified it to include him because we are a team. And the whole purpose of this challenge to begin with is so he can quit his job and we can travel the world together as a family. And us bringing in income without his regular job would prove that we could sustain this lifestyle. But this challenge isn't just about money, it's about healing, identity, and rewriting our old story. If you want to catch up, again, week 1 is linked below. And if this kind of content speaks to you, please subscribe. I post twice a week. Mondays are my recaps on how the challenge is going, my manifestations wins, and lessons that I'm learning. And Thursdays are all about manifestations, hacks, mindsets, and healing. So let's shift our story together. We are worthy of more than enough, always. Let's go create some overflow, mama. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you.